Welcome to Cricket Cap. We are going to give a breakdown of the World T20 finals between Australia and New Zealand. I mean, what a win for Australia. Coming into the finals, nobody expected Australia and New Zealand to reach the finals, but there was one definite thing that New Zealand would have preferred to play, any team other than Australia. I mean, they would have preferred Pakistan rather, because even though Pakistan had defeated them in the league stage, I feel Pakistan was more familiar opponent, and uh, New Zealand could have really, used their dot ball game, their bowlers and their fielders, which are their real strengths. So they could have used that to dot up Babar and Rizwan, and make inroads into the Pakistan lineup. But Australia, they always had this firepower. We already predicted in Cricket Caviar preview that Australia are going to score hit boundaries. They are good at clearing the fence, and they were definitely going to outscore New Zealand. Starting from the beginning, I think Martin Guptill really did not help his team's cause by playing that knock of 28 of 35 balls. I mean, yeah, we know that toss is a big factor at Dubai. 17 out of the 18 has been won by the batting team. So Australia were already at a uh, advantage by winning the toss, and then Martin Guptill slowed down after scoring 27. After New Zealand were 27 in 3 overs, and suddenly the next 5 overs just went for 17 to 18 runs. So that was really poor cricket from New Zealand. I mean, you even though you're looking to save wickets and go hard at the back end of the innings, you need to rotate strike. You need to. India made the same mistake against New Zealand. You need to rotate strike, and Kane was also guilty of that, not rotating the strike. And Martin Guptill should have been the aggressor. His role was to be aggressive and dictate the game and put the pressure on the Aussie bowlers. And another mistake I felt that New Zealand made was not picking Mark Chapman for Devon Conway. Devon Conway was a left-hander, and the like-to-like replacement would have been Mark Chapman, but instead they went for Tim Seifert, and they used Tim Seifert not as a number four, but as a death over batsman. I mean, there was no lefty to counter the leg spin of Adam Zampa, and they allowed Maxwell to settle in. They did not go after the sixth bowler. So lot of mistakes by New Zealand. I mean, Kane Williamson played a terrific knock in the back end of the innings. In the last 10 overs, they got 115 runs. And in the first 10 overs, they were only 57. So instead of that 57, if you can add maybe you know, 15 to 20 runs, it may have made the difference. So I really feel that New Zealand should have pressed more in the first 10 overs, should have got to at least 75, 70 to 75 in the first 10 overs itself. Adam Zampa, he's such a clinical with the leg spinner. I mean, we expected a lot from mystery spinners, but the conventional leg spinners have dominated this tournament. Vanindu, Zampa, Ish Sodhi. I mean, they have been very good. And he bowls very bravely, and he sometimes bowls in the slot, asks the batsman to take the risk. Like after that 10 overs, Martin Guptill was looking to take him on, and he got the perfect bowl. But, Dubai boundaries are big, and he got caught at the deep mid wicket. So Adam Zampa was superb in this tournament. I believe he was the man of the tournament for the Australia, picking up 13 wickets. I mean, Vanindu only picked more wickets because Sri Lanka played a lot of matches, because they were also in the qualifying part of. They also played qualifying matches. But Zampa was undoubtedly the best bowler of this tournament. Hazelwood was amazing. 4 overs, 16 for 3 in the finals. He has been just amazing throughout the tournament. Apart from that one match where they lost to England, where they lost the toss, of course, Aaron Finch won 7 out of 8 tosses. That also was a big factor. But I mean, yeah, let us not discuss about the toss, but because yeah, we may attribute a lot to the toss, but it's still you have to deliver on the big game. We saw that KKR also won the toss in the IPL final, but they lost to Chennai Super Kings. So Chennai posted 192, and the pitch was a good batting pitch. I mean, New Zealand should have pushed harder in the first 10 overs. They should have had Mark Chapman to counter the leg spin of Adam Zampa. Uh, the rest of the team, they did not support Williamson. Williamson was the lone hand. It was a brilliant knock, no doubt. A lot of conventional shots. There was a moment when Hazelwood dropped Williamson that looked like it can be a big moment, as New Zealand posted 172. Jimmy Nisham could have come up. He should have come up instead because there were no lefties. This would have been a good idea to promote Jimmy Nisham up instead of sending Glenn Phillips in. So I think a lot of tactical errors from the New Zealand part. And when Australia started their innings, they were 15 in 3 overs and 1 wicket down. They lost Aaron Finch. And look how Mitchell Marsh just counter attacked. So that is the Mitchell Marsh role. So the role clarity was so good. I mean, Mitchell Marsh was just asked to, you know, go through the kitchen sink no matter what. So he just took the first ball for the six, second ball for four, third ball for four. So 14 of three, there you go. All the pressure is released. So that was great from Mitchell Marsh. And then his footwork was really amazing. I mean, the way he played spin, there were some bad deliveries which he took advantage of. And of course, David Warner, what a turnaround from him. He was outcast by the Sunrisers franchisee, and he was believed to have been, past his best. And it seems that the David Warner era has gone because David Warner has been playing T20 since 2009. He debuted in 2009, and it's been a long career. He has been part of the 2010, 2012, 14, 16, all these World Cups, T20 World Cups, and finally to be the match winner, to play that defining innings. I mean, if you combine semi and finals, he scored 102 runs in just 68 balls. So that was amazing. Great intent from Australia. Uh, at no point it felt like they let the pressure of the finals come to them. They outscored New Zealand by around 25 in the first 10 overs. They outscored New Zealand in the power play by around 10 runs. So that there gave them the L's, and they had to chase 90 in the back end of the innings, but they had all the wickets, and it was never going to be easy for New Zealand after that. Even though Trent Bolt, bowled a brilliant spell. So what side for New Australia are already looking forward to Ashes, and New Zealand just 72 hours after that demoralizing loss in the finals, they have to play a T20 in Jaipur against India. India are going to try a lot of fresh faces, and New Zealand also, we have seen that Trent Bolt has pulled out of the tournament due to bubble fatigue, and Kane Williamson wants to focus on the World Test Championship for now, and he wants to make an impact in the Test series. So he has pulled himself out of the T20, which is quite understandable, to give himself some room to breathe. I mean, there is a lot of cricket being played, and so kudos to Australia for winning the championships. They were not even the fifth or the sixth favorites. I personally believe they were the fourth best team in this tournament, and New Zealand were the fifth best team in the tournament. So yeah, fourth versus fifth. I think Australia won the final. Uh, would have loved to see Australia or England final. I mean, New Zealand, they compete very well with their limitations, with no big stars. Their bowling and fielding is very restrictive. They build a lot of pressure through dot balls, which they were not able to do because David Warner and Mitch Marsh were running very well. So the David Warner looks is the best player when he hits the gap and he runs twos. So that's when you know that David Warner is back. So David Warner gave an emphatic reply to Sunrisers Hyderabad. I mean, he was just, I think, extra motivated because Lakshman, VVS Lakshman was just present there itself. So it was a great reply to them, and I hope he finds a franchisee that backs him. Because if you see, we could notice the difference when a team backs you, you are a different player altogether. So